Hey there, Havenites. It is Thursday night. I'm Josh Olive with Haven Comics. It's time for some shop talk, so let's get right to it. It is a beautiful Thursday here in Huntsville, Alabama, as opposed to the sudden, from out of nowhere, biting cold that we had on a little bit Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday. It was like our free subscription to winter, and then somebody said, "No, thank you. I do not wish to be subscribed to winter," and so it got sent back because that's how we roll here. If you don't like the weather, stick around because it will change. Speaking of things that stick around but do not change, Alan, what's up? I thought for a minute there you're going to be showing us all your feet.
So I had a thought the other day. It kind of scared me, but well, it's kind of scared me because I thought it was kind of an ingenious thought. Supposedly, Universal is trying to get in on the mix to purchase Warner Brothers. And if that's the case, we could see DC characters at a Universal park.
That would be cool. They'd have to get them away from Six Flags.
I don't think that would be too much of a problem, to be honest with you.
Well, it depends on how it's written into the contracts.
You know, I mean, Six Flags is always, every other day they're going bankrupt, according to the news. So,
let's see, we got Tots. What's up, Tots? Hope all is well, brother. James. What's up, James? Hope all's going well. So, what you know good? What you been reading? What you been following?
What
did you watch last week's episode since you were out?
Actually, so I ended up watching a movie. I'd been wanting to see it. I got to sit down and watch it over the weekend. It was, and I texted you about it. That Monster Summer.
Yeah.
That was a fun little movie. I mean, it's definitely got its plot holes. It's definitely got its moments where you're like, "What was that?" You know, that didn't make sense there. But overall, it was a fun movie to watch. You really need to watch that.
I absolutely intend to.
Mel Gibson was great in it. And it was such a different movie for him because it's literally him and kids, you know?
Okay.
But he basically it happens in Martha's Vineyard where it takes place, and Mel Gibson is the hermit that lives on the edge of town that all the kids are terrified of. But come to find out, he is a retired detective, and he ends up helping them track down the witch and everything. So that's why I was telling you that text message. It's kind of got like that Sandlot vibe to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I mean it's like a combination of Sandlot, Monster Squad, maybe a little bit of Goonies thrown in. I mean, it was just a fun movie to watch for something that went absolutely nowhere.
What is up, Colby? How you doing, man? Hope all is well. James, let's see, what are you doing? Alice intro music was a commercial ad. You know, it could be for the right amount of money. It could be.
We need to get Nick to somehow incorporate that into the show for us on a little video clip. So as I was leaving the house, this was laying on my front porch.
That looks like something that might have come from Spencer Gifts.
It might have come from Spencer Gifts. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead and rip it open now.
Oh, no.
And we're going to look to see, because I live in one of those places.
Blind bags.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely a blind bag. Yep, it could only have been one of two things, and it is exactly what I thought it was. Let me pull back so y'all can see it. And there it is.
Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful shirt.
That is gorgeous.
That's what I want all my shirts to look like that.
You should. You should.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, come in closer with that bad boy. Look at that.
It has arrived. So
Fantastic. Now all you got to do is take your current shirt off and put that one on. Were
I'll be
you
right back.
sniffing it? What did you just
I'll,
do?
let me just step to the other side right quick.
We're never going to make any money on OnlyFans if you do that.
Speaking of OnlyFans, that text message that Dustin Ellis sent on me.
Dustin Ellis is a riot. Um, this is a good question here. James wants to know if it is softer than wool.
So it is brand spanking new. Okay, just so y'all know, I am a plus size model, so this is a 2X. You can see how far it comes down. So the only thing is, when you go on, because you cannot get them around here, they were only released in select stores.
Yep.
So when you go on Spencer's website, what they do not tell you is that these shirts are made to order. So
Interesting.
it takes a little longer to get them.
Your audio is breaking up. You kind of keep popping in and out.
Yeah, which is weird for me because on the StreamYard side, you're frozen to me, but over on the YouTube side, when I look at it, you're not frozen. So I don't know.
Help! I'm frozen.
Yeah, really. But so it definitely needs to be washed. It's got that brand new shirt feel to it.
That stiffness.
That kind of that stiff feel.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So it definitely needs to
Sit
be washed.
down with the stiff shirt.
But you know what gets me is they say that they're out of the Dracula shirts because that's originally what I wanted.
How can they
But
be out of a print to order shirt?
yeah, how are you out of a print to order shirt?
That math ain't mathin'.
But even with it being print to order, I think it still took about 2 weeks for me to get it.
That's a cool looking shirt though, man, and it fits you great.
Yeah, I like it. I definitely like it. The reason why, I mean, I think Gilman, Creature from Black Lagoon, is one of the coolest looking characters.
I agree. I've always loved him.
But I thought it would be cool to own a shirt that I had the same cover for the comic book also.
That is correct. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Looks great.
Maybe I can get Mark to sign my boob here or something. I don't know.
That's what I would do.
This?
Hashtag Mark Spears. I hope you watch this and see that we're shooting you some love, buddy.
Yeah, I think overall with shipping and handling, it was like $21. So
It's not bad.
no, it's really not. The T-shirts were actually on sale.
Oh, that's right out of the gate. That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just an online deal or what, but I mean, if it's made to order, it's not like you're really actually carrying inventory, so you got to sit there and worry about if you're making money or not.
That is a true statement. But it looks good.
I mean, it looks good. I'll wash it and we'll see how it does and everything. So it's surprisingly which you'll never be able to see it here. But if you've got this comic book cover, if you look at the comic book, you'll see water dripping, like drops of water coming off of his arm, and the shirt actually picked that up.
Oh, nice.
I guess it's the screen printing did. So when I first looked at it, I thought, was there something messed up in the screen printing? But no, that's the drops of water coming off of his arm.
Very cool.
Yeah. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm very pleased with my purchase.
This week's episode brought to you by Mark Spears Shirts.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag not sponsored.
Just wait until they start making underwear.
let me tell you what, underoos. We've got to bring back underoos. If we could bring back underoos, I would be happy and content.
I never had any underoos when I was a kid. I wanted them, but I never had them.
I think I had like some Spider-Man ones, and that was it.
That would have been the best.
Yeah, might have been.
I would have loved that.
Yeah, now you can go on I believe it's the website is at superherostuff.com.
Yeah.
And they have got it's nothing but superhero stuff. And I almost ordered it. They're like tidy whities, except they're black and blue and they got the Nightwing logo across the front of them. I almost ordered a pair because I was going to order those and the Aquaman ones.
They need to have those with like Captain America on the back, like the shield, because it's America's butt there.
I'm sure we'll just go check out the website right quick. And if they got it.
Oh boy, we've gone down a rabbit hole, people. I apologize.
Elmer Fudd is on the hunt. We'll get to some comic books here in just a second. We're talking some important stuff right now.
This is important stuff right here. You guys can see some of my G.I. Joe Classified Series action figures back here behind me. And I guess now's a good time to admit I may have a small problem. I'm going to ask if you didn't get the AWE Striker, did you, Alan?
No, I did not.
Well, I'm going to show you what you're missing. If I can get it down without breaking anything. You're going to need to embiggen me here because this is gorgeous. You ready for this?
That's it. Oh, nice. That is nice right there. Yeah, I got Clutch and Vamp, and I've got oh crap, the Cobra one. Name just left.
The Stinger.
Yes.
But yeah, I got it comes with crankcase. I put Duke on there, kind of riding shotgun but ready to roll. And I got Dusty in the back on the 50 cal. This thing, I mean, it's got the winch on the front. It's got good suspension. This is a well done vehicle. And if I wanted to add more people on, I've got the passenger seat and I got spots, let's see, for 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 more people. But that seemed like overkill. But that's a great looking vehicle. This was one of my favorites from the original 3 3/4 inch series when I was a kid, was this vehicle. And this one makes me happy. So I'm glad I picked it up. But my wife just walked in, looked at it, and said, "Oh Lord, he has a Jeep." That was her. She just, "Oh Lord, he has a Jeep," and then she just turned around and walked out. So yeah, that was fun times. But this is a beautiful vehicle, really really cool. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh my Lord. Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, I have to say the black and yellow Batmans are pretty good.
Yeah, they no longer have the Aquaman ones from the looks of it.
Man, I gotta sit this thing down somewhere and I don't know where to put it.
Well, let's talk some comic books.
Let's talk some comics.
So I was able to get, and there's at least 2 in here that are a couple of weeks old that we have not talked about yet. I'll go ahead and pull those 2 first. Yes, these 2 right here. Rockefellers issue number 10.
I have that in the pile, but I have not read it yet.
It's a fun issue because it happens on Halloween night, but it is pertinent to the story.
It is way out of focus.
How's that?
Some better. It's you just got to bring it in and let it figure out its focus.
Well, see, that's weird because on my end it's in focus.
It is not here.
Let me get caught. Let me look at the. Yeah, that is strange. Interesting.
But anyway, Rockefeller's number 10. We get the gist.
All right. So with Rockefeller's issue 10, basically, I mean, you do kind of see what's happening at the end of issue 9. So this really isn't a spoiler, but his sister does catch up with him.
Yep.
But it was really cool because his sister is walking around on Halloween night and she's in all of her gear. And all the kids are running up to her talking about how cool her cosplay is. And she's interacting with the kids and she's talking to everyone. And she's even interacting with adults about the cosplay. So even with everything that's happened to her, you still see a very human side to her.
Nice.
So that was a very nice touch. Next up, and yeah, this one right here, I thought. Watch, I'll just go ahead and show it. The Absolute Batman Annual.
Oh man.
That first story, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yep.
It was like to me, it come across as like a cross or some type of bizarre mashup of like a Punisher and Batman combination, or even like a little bit of like an old Western, like the lone gunslinger shows up in the town.
Yep.
I thought that was great. The second story, I was not a fan of at all. I do like when you get thrown into the middle of an adventure and you got to figure out what's going on. But I don't think they truly gave you enough backstory of this man and his son, what was going on with them, and who these people really and truly were. I wasn't as big a fan of the second story as I was the first story, but the first story makes it worth picking this issue up.
The first story I thought was incredible, and I thought the second story was really solid. I liked it. That book is selling for like $40 now.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I mean, I've got
25 to $40. That book is already like.
Well, see, I got some black and white double cover. I don't know what Justin stuck in my box.
We were short a copy of that. Did you get 2?
No, I only got 1.
Weird. Hello, Mike Wazowski. What's happening, sir?
What up, Mike?
But yeah, no, that's a great book, and you got a double cover. That's probably worth more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really bad about not looking to see what my comic books are worth.
I only know if I hear something for recent stuff. And all the retailers are asking for a second print, and DC's like, oh yeah, we could probably do that. Like, when was the last time anybody asked for somebody to second print an annual?
Yeah, but
that book was well worth the price of admission.
My comic book collection is probably worth anywhere between $100 and $10,000. I don't know. I honestly have no clue what my books are worth.
Yep, and you don't need to know because you ain't planning to sell them.
Exactly. Next up, and now we're getting into stuff that come out last week, and you told me to grab this and read it, and I grabbed it and read it, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Are you talking about Circus Maximus?
Yes, it was not a bad book on any level. It was actually a very good book. My only thing is, though, the way this issue leaves off, it almost comes across as now they're doing it to try to save Rome. I mean, I got kind of confused right there toward the end.
Oh, I didn't get that at all. But for me, it's a Roman book with all the trappings of Rome, but it's also a heist book, and that was the last thing I was expecting out of that. Um, so I really liked it. And between books like Dead Romans, Romanus Magica, and Circus Maximus, now there's a weird thing going on with books about Rome, which there hasn't been any time in recent memory. And now we've got three of them that are all ranging from holy smokes, that's good to that's solid books. Um, it's really interesting. I enjoyed it. Like I said, a Roman book that's a heist book, just not
Well,
what I was expecting. And I thought it was great.
this right here is why I say what I said. On the last page, they're talking about the old man that's helping them. He's got a parchment, and it's the plans for the new palace for Nero.
Yep.
And they're just kind of like, hey, let him have his golden house. And the old man tells them, you don't understand. This will occupy half the city. And then the
Yeah.
very next panel, it's people burning a house down. And it says, how does the emperor plan to make room for it?
Yeah. That doesn't
So,
have anything to do with them saving the city.
well, I mean, it's going to take up half the city. Maybe I just read too much into those last couple of panels, which is very likely.
Well, I think it just they're just it's going to complicate their lives and what they're trying to do. But
Well,
we all know that Rome burned and that Nero like fiddled while he did it or while it burned, right? At least that's the story. But we know that Rome burned
yeah.
on his watch, and yeah,
But I mean, it's a good book. I did enjoy it. I definitely want to see where it's going.
it's Ocean's 2, but the 2 is Roman numeral, so it looks like an 11.
Hmm. Well, technically, this could be the prequel, and it would be Ocean's 4
That's right.
but then the one guy gets arrested, so it drops down to Ocean's 3.
I like it. I like it.
So, but no,
They'll
this
retcon it. It's all part of the story. He meant to get arrested.
yeah, but no, it's good. I like it. I definitely enjoyed it. Next up, this was a weird read. I had some weird reads this week. It's not a bad read, and it's more of a flashback. The problem is they don't really tell you it's a flashback. And I think it would have been helpful if we would have had like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever.
Right.
My real gripe with it is it says a new story starts here. I think this is complete and total BS. And that's issue 8 of Absolute Green Lantern. How is this a new story starts here when you really and truly need to have read the first 7 issues to kind of even remotely understand what's going on here?
I 100% concur with that.
So, but no, it was good. I liked it. I wish they would have told me, given me a little bit of a, like the old harp music in the TV shows. We've got a flashback.
Yep.
But no, this was a good story. I liked the way that it ended. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm already tired of seeing Aztec Batman Clash of Empires everywhere.
Yep.
Batman looks like Voltron there.
I was thinking more like the thing from Thundercats. Looks like
Yep.
Thundercats Mountain.
Yep. Which is a good segue into Batman issue 3, Matt Faction. Matt Faction is doing a really good job.
Yes, he is.
My question, and it's and then we have the reveal of the new suit, the stealth suit, which he really reminded me of Thomas Wayne Batman here.
Yep.
But, and this is a stupid question, and it's just me just not remembering. Is Alfred truly alive in this, or is he some type of memory that only Bruce has?
I don't know. I'm. He should be alive. It frustrates me. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
But no, I mean, it's a good issue. I like what Matt Faction's doing. I'm really enjoying it. So I got another double cover. I guess Justin decided that I needed all these double covers this week.
I guess.
Uh-huh. Um, honestly, the next, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. All
James
right.
says Alfred is a Force ghost.
Yeah, really.
He came
And
over
maybe
from
he
Star
is.
Wars.
I don't really know what's going on, but I have loved this series so far. I thought it's been great. It's not what I was expecting. We've got issue 5 of
Oh, yeah.
Illuminati. And for whatever reason, this issue fell flat on its face for me.
Yep.
I thought that it was the weakest possible ending that they could have gone with,
Yep.
which is
It's
really
like you're building
sad.
up to an awesome ending and then you wuss out at the end.
Yeah, it's like it just fizzled completely and totally out.
Yep.
Which is really sad because 1 through 4 were fantastic reads.
Yep.
In fact, this right here was actually, this was going to be my mini series pick of the year when we talk about this stuff at the end of the year, but not now, not after this one issue.
Yep. It kind of
It, yeah, it
fizzled
kind of
was a
makes
good
me wish
word.
stopped reading it issue 4.
Went out with a whimper.
Yep, but now this one did not go out with a whimper, and wow, this was amazing. And that was Absolute Superman issue 13.
Oh yeah.
The battle at the Battle of Kansas.
Yep.
God, this was so good. It might be a stretch, but the way he's kind of talking to himself about, I should have never gotten close. I can't be what they want me to be. I'm just a weapon. I'm just here to bleed. All this other stuff.
Yep.
It kind of reminded me of that Punisher miniseries with the Gravedigger of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Oh yeah.
where he's like, I'm not the Punisher. I'm not him. I'm not. No, I am the Punisher. So it kind of reminded me of that. This right here was
great issue.
Yeah, this book keeps getting better and better and better. Another one that I didn't know what I was expecting. I didn't know what I was thinking, but it blew my expectations away. And that was Dreadnought War, issue 1. Part 1.
I love that cover.
This is a great cover. I'll show everybody the cover right quick. You got
It's
the
a
bullet
die cut
holes.
cover. It's great.
Yep.
Really cleverly thought out. I like that.
But I was not expecting the team up that it looks like we're about to get. The double cross, the little team up.
I knew about the team up because I read all of the preview stuff and have to do the solicits. So I saw that coming, but yeah, no, that's pretty great.
My big thing is I cannot wait to see, because they've definitely established this is not the Cobra Commander that we grew up with.
100%.
This Cobra Commander is ruthless, and they even give you a little flashback from when he took down the Dreadnoughts. In his miniseries where the blood smile across his helmet and everything.
Yeah.
I want to see how this Cobra Commander reacts to the double cross.
Oh yeah,
because this is that's got the potential to be a massive fight unto itself, just based off of the way this Cobra Commander operates.
Yeah, there will be consequences.
And then the last one, and I hate this man. I really do. Because Jed McKay is making me care about characters I never thought I would care about. He ended up giving us a brand new character over the course of several issues, and literally it's a stupid name. He's got a stupid name. The Executor.
Yep.
But it fits him, and honestly, this is one of the few bad guys that he's right. I believe he's right. I honestly think this bad guy, now he's going about it the wrong way, but he's doing the right thing. So I loved how I've really enjoyed how he's kept referencing the Karnak Cowboys.
Yep.
I think that that's been great. The fact that Mark basically had to go away and Jake had to come out,
I thought that was brilliant.
that was brilliant because we're used to Jake being the truly violent one, but all these ghosts were ones that Mark had put down. And apparently he put a lot of people down.
Yes.
So yeah,
But
this was just a great issue. I hope Jed McKay just continues writing Moon Knight and never stops. I hope that that he never leaves Moon Knight. He's a
well, this is a
phenomenal.
good time to bring up a rumor that I heard a couple of days ago, in that Jed McKay and two other writers from Marvel are heading to DC.
I think it's going to depend. Well, could they write for both though?
Maybe, but they usually do exclusive contracts. These big writers.
Yeah. Which I mean, if if Jed McKay was to leave Moon Knight, there's only one other person, actually two other people that I would rather see take over. That I would rather see take over Moon Knight if Jed McKay truly leaves, and that's either Ryan North or Zdarsky.
Zdarsky, yes. Ryan North, no.
I don't. I would
It
like
would
to.
have to be such a departure from his normal kind of book. Um,
And
and
see, and
maybe
I
he's
would
got
like.
that range. I don't know, but I don't want to see Moon Knight turned into something lighthearted and fun.
But
That
you
ain't
know,
Moon Knight.
Detective Comics to me was a massive departure from um, Tom Taylor's normal style, and he pulled it off.
I didn't think it was a massive departure at all.
I thought it was a departure from his normal style, from some of the stuff that he had been doing.
Well, he
Ex-
had written other stuff like Injustice and things like that long before, so
yeah,
I knew what he was capable of there. Um, but yeah, I would just as soon Jed McKay. I know you're watching. Uh, please stay at Moon Knight. Do whatever else you want, but stay on Moon Knight for the love of all things holy, sir.
if he was to go to DC, what book do you think he should write?
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Uh, I mean, it's a real easy thing to say. He's been writing Moon Knight. He could do something similarly great on Batman, especially because he's kind of created like a Batman family for Moon Knight, right?
Yep.
Um, but he does so many clever things, like this business with the personalities and these ghosts. You can get away from the ghosts uh, as long as you're not the person that killed them, right? Well, so the personality switch to go to Jake, who didn't kill anybody, or at least not these people, um, was just brilliant. It was brilliant. Um, I really
Mm-hmm.
thought it was great. The stuff that he did early on, like issue, what was it, 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there, where of the first series, where these people were trying to take Moon Knight out of the picture and they hired Taskmaster.
Yep.
And Taskmaster's like, all right, so who's the target? And they're like, Moon Knight. And he said, nope, I'm out. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, I can't get a beat on that guy. And it's because he's got multiple personalities and he doesn't know who he's fighting at any one point, right? But he's like, nope, Moon Knight scares me, not doing it. It's just things like that. He's so clever with the way that he brings that stuff around. I heard Bendis is coming back to Marvel, and I'm like, yay.
Um,
Bendis was on such a roll at Marvel, and then he left for DC, where he didn't do anything notable, and then he disappeared. And now he's like, I'm coming back to Marvel. And I'm like, well, I hope you got it, and I hope you bring back some awesome to it, but I haven't really missed you.
Now, there are certain titles that Marvel definitely needs help with.
Quite a lot. But
Um,
mostly they need an editorial vision to give direction to writers rather than just like, just whatever, it'll sell. That is the big differentiator between Marvel and DC right now. Is DC has got a plan and they're sticking to it, and it's a good plan.
all
But
right, I'm
yeah,
having to Google if Jed McKay is going to.
well, while you do that, I'm going to pull up and talk about some books.
Talk about some books. Well, this says right here he is not going to DC. He is currently a prominent and busy writer with an exclusive contract at Marvel.
Well, I hope it stays that way.
He's
First of all, we'll start with a little mail call because I got my copies from the Kickstarter of The Disavowed,
oh nice.
all signed, all foils, so they're shiny. But yeah, great cover, great cover. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is, no, I don't want to leave the studio. Who said I wanted to leave the studio? Get out of here, you stupid. That was weird. Anyway, great cover. Yeah, who cares about covers like that? I don't know. Nobody look at this one. This one's a little spicy. Who wants this in their G.I. Joe? I ask you. But yes, got those in. That's fun stuff. Excited about that. And then let's see, we got a little stack here.
Nice. I'd say you got a few.
Well, you've already talked about some of them, so I can go ahead and not talk about those. Let's see, you talked about Circus Maximus already. That was a really good book. I enjoyed that. It was such a surprise to me, but I really enjoyed it. I wasn't surprised that I enjoyed it. I was surprised by the fact that it turned out to be a heist book, which I just wasn't expecting. Crownsville. I was wanting you to read it, but we were already sold out of it by the time you got to the shop. This was a solid book. Really solid book. There's a guy who takes a job at a psychiatric hospital, an old one, so it's automatically like, ooh. This is after he goes to visit his mom in the hospital, and she's dying, and she tells him something from her past when she used to work at this place and how they experimented on black kids. And so there's just, you keep seeing this room full of like black kids, and one of them's got one eye, and there's weird glowy stuff. It's weird. But this guy becomes a security guard. First day on the job, he finds a guy who's hanged himself. It's just, and it's a really thick book. I mean, there's a lot of meat on this bone, and this book is really really solid. It's well done psychological horror, but there is definitely some supernatural element to it. Like you see this kid with like the extra eyeball just kind of like dripping down his cheek.
No, that's pretty wicked looking.
But yeah, you got all kinds of stuff going on if you just look back at these faces. But whatever these kids did, this guy is there's a reporter and an old guy, old police detective, and they are going to uncover what happened at this psychiatric hospital and what experiments they were doing on these kids. It's creepy. It pulls all the heartstrings. It is a solid book. It's written by Rodney Barnes. The artwork in it is really, really good. It's kind of a loose pencil kind of It's not sepia tone, but it's got a feel of that kind of sepia tone thing to make it look older. Illustrated by Elia Bonetti, whoever she is, or he. That was a really, really solid book. I've got more coming. I've ordered more copies because I want people to read this. Such a good book. If I think you would particularly like it, Alan. Really, really good.
Yeah, when they come in, stick a copy in my box.
The Spectre of Dark Side. Yes, Aquaman continues to be fantastic. This issue is a little. Have you read this one yet?
That one come out this week, correct?
I don't think so. Maybe I've got a big stack here. Maybe some of those came out this week.
Because with everything going on the next 2 days, I'm not going to be able to get to the shop until Sunday.
Maybe it came out this week. So I won't reveal too much, but I will say it continues to be a really solid, really well done story. There's a little bit of confusion here because you see Mira, but Mira's dead, and then you see their daughter, and she's a baby, but she's also grown up. So there's some time dilation happening here. Uh, there's some dimensional altering, I think, but there's also some of this Aquaman getting used to this power that they call the blue, the ocean, and the force of all the water on the planet or in the universe, I guess. Uh, Really interesting. And this is it's a loose-ish tie-in to DCKO, but it is a tie-in. Really solid.
Yeah, that did come out this week.
You looking?
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking.
So this story is two twin missions, one in the desert and one in the Arctic. And you see them happening at the same time. They discover more or less the same thing. They reach more or less the same conclusions. They have no ability to call in backup because of environmental conditions. So it's these two teams of Joes having to take on a mission that they should not even attempt uh, without backup and such. But it's really, really good. And if you like to see some of the other Joes, besides just the ones that we've had a lot of extreme focus on for a while, it's really good to see folks like Dusty and Lady J and Frostbite and Iceberg and Snowjob, Mongoose. Mongoose. When was the last time we saw Mongoose? I mean, like never. Uh, but really solid. You get to look back at some of the old vehicles from back in the day.
It has been a while.
Some of my favorites. Do what? There's suddenly an echo on your side, by the way. I can hear it on my side.
Oh, I said it has been a while. Well, I'm having some. Yeah, I'm actually having some issues with audio and video at the on the computer. So, like right now on my computer, you're completely frozen up, but you look just fine on YouTube. I got it pulled up here. I don't know what's going on with this computer, to be honest with you.
This isn't like a real expensive book or anything, but I always kind of had a soft spot for Smokey the Bear, and this came in the store the other day. The True Story of Smokey the Bear. I've read this before. I remember seeing this before. This is a U.S. Department of Agriculture and Forest Service book. So you don't see a lot of those. And, so you're hearing the echoing too?
That is awesome.
But what's interesting is I was trying to look it up to find pricing on it, and all the ones I've seen are from 1969. And this was designed, produced, and copyrighted 1960, and this is a reprint from 1964. I have not found any reprints from 1964 available anywhere. So I've seen one from 69. But anyway, this is the story of Smokey the Bear as it purports to be. And it's just really cool. I've always loved this, and it makes me happy. So when this came in a collection, I had to bring it home. We already talked about Green Lantern. We already talked about Absolute Superman, both of which are great. Um, this is Avengers number 32. Who cares? Not what I'm here for. But I do love the Toy Story cover in the Avengers 4 homage. That's great. Isn't that fun? Did you see it?
Is Jed McKay writing the new Avengers?
I believe Jed McKay is still writing Avengers. Let me double check. Yep, Jed McKay still writing Avengers, which
How's
it's
he
been
doing on it? I'm
solidly
not reading it
okay.
yet.
It's been okay. It's not his best work. And then other covers that we have for the Dreadnought War include this one and this one by some little guy named Mark Spears. Y'all might have heard of him. We might have someone on the show with some apparel from this guy. If you like this image by Mark
Yeah, that
Spears,
sounds familiar.
well, if you like this image by Mark Spears, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're going to have this as a foil, a virgin cover foil, up at the shop here before long. And Mark has got it's another exclusive, and it says back here on the back, right here, it's got a Haven Comics logo. So that's pretty exciting, and it makes me happy deep in my soul. I do still love this cover. I thought this cover was great. Um, Here's a surprise book for you, Alan. A little bit of a surprise. Out of my usual oeuvre,
Okay.
however you pronounce it, JSA number 13, year one.
What do you think about it?
It's JSA year one.
I'm trying to decide if I want to pick it up or not.
I'm just going to tell you now. I know you like characters like Our Man and um, Dr. Fate. You should pick it up.
You can't afford my autograph. It's been going up steadily.
It's up to like 6 cents now.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean,
but this is legit old school JSA from like the 40s. And it's a year one story. And I had seen in the solicits it was a year one story, and I said that sounds interesting to me. I want to give it a shot. And I honestly I don't know a lot of these characters very well. It didn't matter. This is really really good. This is solid. And if you're a fan of these kind of characters and you like that 1940s kind of vibe, this is a good book for you.
well, was it last year that they did that Sandman miniseries that was set in the 40s?
Yes, yes.
That was so good.
There you go. You sound like a robot, Alan. Although, Alan, you don't sound like a robot to me.
Yeah, I'm having all sorts of issues over here, Matt. There's this. I had to reboot the computer earlier, and I don't know. There's no telling what's going on.
Now, a book that sounds like it should not work, and yet not only does it works like gangbusters, is this one. Alien versus Captain America. I've already had to go in and reorder more because we are sold out. Holy smokes, what a book. This is set during World War II. Maybe there's a theme for the books that I like tonight. It's set during World War II. Baron von Strucker is trying to find any way he can to save their cause because he thinks that they're going to lose the war. And he's turning to some of Hitler's real fascination with the occult, and that also includes the extraterrestrial and things like that. And so you see him, he digs into this lore, this legend about the Inhumans of all people. They're not all good. They're not all good. I'll be the first one to tell you. This Captain America one is not good. It's amazing. It is so very well worth the read. Um, a lot of them don't make sense. This one does, but he
Well,
ties this in with the Inhumans. And they go to the Himalayas. They pay some local guy. Well, they scare some local guy into leading them to the Inhumans so they can recover these artifacts. And when they get there, and the guy realizes that he's not going to get paid, they're going to kill him. Um, and they shoot him, and he starts laughing, and he's like, "What are you laughing for?" And he's like, "I didn't bring you to the cave of the gods. I brought you to the cave of the demons." And you're like, "Oh no, dude." This book is so good. Like they find these Inhumans, like in their sarcophaguses and stuff, and they're like, their skeletons are so strange because you can see all their skeletons are like the chest cage is ripped open like this from the inside. Um, it's such a good book, so good, and the artwork is really good too. Stefano Raphael does the art. Let me find a good like here's one Baron von Strucker uh, holding a face hugger.
no, it's like I said Saturday when I was at the shop. Cap cannot take down a xenomorph. It's not going to happen.
Well, I I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Um, but then you see the Red Skull is breeding an alien brood queen, and that's nasty.
Hmm.
And then at the end, you see Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, along with Steve Rogers. Um, actually, I don't even think Steve Rogers is with him yet. They come upon a small village, and everyone in the village is dead. And there's one girl who's not quite dead yet, and she's like begging them to kill her. And of course, out comes the chest burster, and
Okay.
that's when Captain America shows up.
I cannot take this anymore. I'm about to. I just updated my Chrome. I'll be right back.
All right, but I'm telling you guys, this is so very good. I did not have high hopes for this book at all, but it is so very good. Really enjoyed it. Um, awesome, Matt. Be good to see you. Hope you're able to swing by. Let's see, Rook Exodus. Now that it's come back from its hiatus after the first story arc, it's back to rocking and rolling. The artwork continues to be just stupendously good. We meet new guys like the Stag um, with the deer skull. Oh man, I just can't even begin to say this artwork is everything you could want in a comic book art. It is stunning. It is so well done. The pencils, the inks, the coloring, everything about it is just spectacular. And the story continues to be a compelling, fun story. If you're not reading Rook's Exodus, you got to give it a shot. The Alien Captain America book we sold out of, so we've got we've got it on reorder, but it hasn't come back in yet. I hope it does very quickly because I want so many people to read this book. It is so very good. Um, Batman Night Fight, for anybody who hasn't read that yet, ties into the DCKO story. At the very beginning of DCKO, when everybody's supposed to be um, going into the arena, and then Batman gets taken out before the fight even starts. And you're like, what? How is that possible? Um, because we had seen Batman's name on the list of combatants. What we didn't realize was that was absolute Batman is on the list of combatants, not regular Batman. But Batman, to be prepared so that, because this is Batman's shtick, right? To be prepared so that he can't be taken out of the fight. He's gone into it wearing this armor that has a mother box so that if anything happens to him, he is instantly teleported out. And that's what happened is he got taken out before the fight even started, and he got teleported what he thought was back to Gotham. But the Gotham he shows up in, um, it's almost like military precision kind of thing. There's not a lot of crime happening, nothing's going on. He does try to step in and stop something, and he gets into a fight with some Robins, multiple Robins, and he doesn't recognize who they are. Um, and then Dick Grayson shows up, and he's like, "Bruce, I told you if you ever come back here, that's it. That's the end. I'm gonna kill you." Uh, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" And it's before the fight really gets started. You get a little bit of the story here. In this world, Batman was so overwhelmed with his need to be the best to be Batman that nobody else could help and nobody else could do anything. Um, he ended up killing uh, Jason Todd or one of them, uh, and it was not good, really not good. So now there's a misidentification of who he is, and he's got to try to convince these guys that he's not the Bruce Wayne that they think he is. Um, so there's that going on, and you can kind of see what a world would look like where Batman left. Um,
Keep
Dick,
talking. I'm listening. I'm doing some IT work in here at the same time.
yeah, where Batman left Dick Grayson and the Robins to run Gotham or to take care of Gotham while he's gone. And it is a different world. It's an interesting world, maybe a better world. I don't know. We haven't seen a lot of it yet. But part of the deal is that anybody can be a Robin. That's part of Dick's thing. So he's got all kinds of people, everybody, young, old, short, small, thin, fat, whatever. Um, is He's got Robins of all kinds. Really interesting story. Once again, what on its face just looks like a beat 'em up. Who's going to win between X and Y? There's a real heart to it. Uh, there's something deeper going on, and I really like that. It's written by Joshua Williamson. It's art by Dan Mora. So it's a top-notch creative team on both sides. Really, really good. Batman DCKO Night Fight. Really, really good. Enjoyed it quite a lot.
Joshua Williamson, I never paid, and I mean, this is just me, nothing bad against him. I never paid a ton of attention to him until he started writing Green Arrow and Superman at the same time.
Yep.
And now that he's doing this, plus he's writing G.I. Joe, this dude can write just about anything.
Yeah, he's got a lot of range.
He is very, very good.
So I got this book because it keeps coming out. We're up to Batman number 3, and this is Batman 162. And I have to be honest with you, I don't remotely care.
Yeah,
I picked it up because 100%
flat.
truthfully, the artwork in here by Jim Lee is spectacular. It's beautiful. It's worth thumbing through. The very first picture, for example, I guess this is a variant cover, so this is the regular cover, is Batman in front of the wanted poster. And it's so good. It's so good. There's some action sequences in here where Jim Lee has not missed a step. He's so talented. It's very atmospheric. There's a lot going on. Visually, you've got this last page of Batman and Joker with a gun. It looks beautiful, but I could not care less about the story. So yeah, whatever. Let's see what else I got here. I haven't read this one yet. This cover both amuses me and perplexes me. Uh, it's Fantastic Four with the Black Cat.
That I'm really wanting to read that for some reason. I
I
mean, I
haven't read
like
it yet. It's on the list to read. But yeah, Black Cat. Why in the world is Black Cat crossing over into Fantastic Four? You got me.
and I honestly I think that's part of the reason why I want to read it so bad. Is I mean I'm enjoying the Fantastic Four stuff, but why that character? That's got me really intrigued.
Yeah, and the cover's amusing. It's like a reverse Santa Claus. She's got the bag thrown over her shoulder and she's trying to escape, but you can see the outline of Invisible Woman standing there blocking her path. Uh, we're really on a real kick with just really strong comic book artists right now. I mean, I've just pointed out 6 or 7 books where we raved about the art, right? And this just throw this one on the pile. Skinbreaker #2. Uh, David Finch. This artwork, I didn't really believe them when they said they were creating treasury editions of this book at the same time, because the artwork was so stunningly detailed that you could keep zooming in on it forever and never get to a place where it was pixelated or it didn't look right. Um,
No, I'm
and so
not
they
reading
wanted to
that one.
provide that bigger format.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm wishing now I had picked it up in the bigger format because
I'm not
this
reading
is
that one. Let me see the art.
you're not reading Skinbreaker.
Nope.
It's by Robert Kirkman and David Finch. It's a book that David Finch has been working on the artwork for 8 years.
Oh wow.
That's why after he left Moon Knight, this is what
Yep.
he went to, and nobody knew what he was doing.
Wow.
Let's see a few sample, like 2-page spread.
Oh wow.
Um, Up close, just an up close portrait,
That is gorgeous.
and then the next page is followed by the same guy, same pose, but many years later.
Now see, all this brings and we could probably sit here and argue this till the cows come home, but let's take Daredevil for example. We've got average covers, but when you crack it open, absolutely phenomenal art.
Yep.
And then I got to looking at it, and they're. I mean, I'm not trying to trash anybody. I'm not trying to talk bad about them. A perfect example of the reverse aspect of that is if you pick up the Return of the Living Dead, the 4-issue series that just came out.
Yep.
Mark Spears does 4 variant covers for them. I picked those up. The covers are absolutely gorgeous. The art on the inside,
Yeah.
it, when are we going to get that perfect combination of both?
It's called Rook. It's called Skinbreaker. Yeah, we've got it. We've got it. It's not all books, but I mean, I'm talking about a bunch of them tonight. The covers are gorgeous. The interiors are gorgeous. It's fantastic stuff.
I
Now,
know,
if you
but for some reason, the others are just overshadowing those to me right now.
well, that's because of the volume.
The
There's a lot more mediocrity than there is amazing stuff. That's
a
always going
perfect
to be the
book
case.
in my mind was literally between the covers, the back cover, the interior art was The Hunger in the Dusk.
Yeah. And Skinbreaker will remind you of the Hunger in the Dusk, like hyper detailed art. It
Yeah.
will remind you of that. Now, this is a Mike Grell cover.
Oh, nice.
Look, look at this. Look at this cityscape. I mean, this you can study this for hours. There is so much going on in this picture. I
Well,
mean,
Ghost Machine is firing on all cylinders.
this is Brian Hitch. like vintage Brian Hitch. I mean, this is incredible. Um, and this book continues to be phenomenal. It's a great book. Um, guess who we see again in this issue, by the way? Because you know how the story hops around through time.
Yeah.
We see somebody in between the first time we met him and the last time we met him, and that's the reaction when he sees him.
Oh, now that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the last time we saw him was actually heartbreaking.
It really, really was. Um, but yeah, it's pretty spectacular. This book continues to be an absolute must read. Just a beautiful book. Yeah, Mike, the interior, just spectacular. I'm going to wrap things up on the stuff I'm reading right now with this one, mainly because uh, I am predisposed to really, really, really like a book like this. And we're talking 1776 by Marvel. And that's a Joe Quesada cover. It's a variant. It's beautiful. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about a cover where the inside art doesn't match. It's not that the inside art is terrible. And some of it looks really good, like really good. But then you get to places, and I'm going to try and show this because this just irked me so badly. It's like, what cartoon did you watch? Because this looks like it came out of uh, The Little Mermaid, honestly. And I think I can actually picture exactly the pages in The Little Mermaid, or the scenes in The Little Mermaid. This is a guy. So it starts off. I'll go back. It starts off with kind of like Rook, with a ritual, a magic ritual being done in an old church during the Civil War, or not Civil War, the Revolutionary War. Actually, before that, it starts with a guy bringing a message to a general, and then you see uh, the Rainbow Road show up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, okay, that's cool. Then it jumps to Benjamin Franklin in a church with some dude doing a ritual where he essentially uh, kills Benjamin Franklin. He like throws his spirit out of his body. You're like, oh man, that's not good. And then his spirit shows up in a modern world, setting off alarms to say hi to Doctor Strange. Um, I cannot show that very well. But anyway, there's a threat. He's trying to tell Doctor Strange about this threat so that Doctor Strange can get modern guys to come back in time and save America. And here is this threat. And you see her there in the middle. She's walking to this British general's tent. And look
Yep.
at the way she's walking. If you can see that panel, you see how she's got her legs stuck straight out with her toes all like that.
Yep.
And then the next panel is the exact same thing with her legs stuck straight out. Who walks with their legs straight out like that and with their toes sticking up like that? That is straight out of a Little Mermaid scene from the movie. It's terrible. So it's like, not that the art is terrible generally, but there's like moments in it that are so dumb that it just pulls you out of it. And you're like, what the heck is this nonsense?
Now I gotta ask, who is it? Who's the villain?
It is Morgan Le Fay.
Oh, I think that's a proper villain for this type of story.
It absolutely is. Absolutely is. Morgan Le Fay is a great one. But, and underused. I mean, when was the last time you saw her? Uh, I did appreciate that Doctor Strange is like talking to Tony Stark, and he's like, "You faced off with her once or twice, right?" And he's like, "Yes, yes, yes. I destroyed her." And he's like, "No, if you did, she wouldn't be here. That's not what happened. You dispelled her. You pushed her back, but you did not destroy her." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever." felt like I destroyed her at the time, you know. Um, but anyway, so that's all the current stuff I've got there to talk about. I do have a couple things. If you were not able to make it out to our cover swap event at the store for the Monster and the Wolf #1, I hate that for you because we had a great time. We had a couple people who filled uh, their base covers by swapping with folks at the shop. We had a couple people who were like, "Yeah, I've got 7 of that one here. Just take one." They were giving books away to people. It was really fun. Well, I got 2 that I really wanted. One of them was this foil. I love this foil.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that one in a trade, and that was great. And then the one I have been waiting for and looking for, never saw, finally got my hands on one, got my hook into one, was this pirate cover, which I love this pirate cover.
See,
So
I wish they would do that on a shirt.
on a shirt, yeah, yeah. See, and Mike is chiming in the comments saying it was a fun swap meet. So if you didn't make it, you missed out. We're gonna do just so folks know. I guess I need to create an event for it. I'll go ahead and do that. Uh, Monsters #8, Winter Horrorland blind bags are released on December 17th. Um, and we are going to have a big release party for that evening. It's a Wednesday. And we're going to kind of combine it with our annual Christmas party. So it'll be a big fun to do. Come out to the shop. I do believe Mark is going to be there. I'm not positive, but I think Mark is going to be there. And come out to the shop. We'll have a great time. And we'll have a Christmas party. We'll eat. We'll have some probably not adult beverages because it's a comic shop. But we'll eat. We'll drink. We'll be merry. We'll open blind bags. It'll be a hoot. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. What about you,
Um,
Alan? Anything you want to add?
for the couple of people that made comments, if you will follow that link right there, it will take you to not only this shirt but the other 3. They've got Uncle Sam, the Bride, and the Witch. And I honestly, after seeing this,
Of
I'm probably
those,
gonna
that's the
go.
one I would want because I've always had a soft spot for Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love Gilman.
Yeah, after seeing this, the quality, it is a thicker T-shirt and everything. Um, I'm probably going to go ahead and order Uncle Sam also.
Fantabulous.
Uh-huh.
Oh, oh, I like the sound of that. That sounds fun. But yeah, come on out. We'll have a great time um, and hope to see everybody there. Uh, but yeah, it's been a long day, and I think we're probably about to the end of the show. We're going to cut it a little bit earlier than normal tonight. Uh, so, Alan, you got anything you want to say to folks before we sign off for the evening?
No, for those of you that watch us every week, thank you very much. You know
No
who you
doubt.
are.
Yeah, we don't say that enough. Thank you.
Um, for those of you that only get to tune in every once in a while and watch the replay, thank you very much.
Yep, 100%.
I would love it if over the next few weeks, if you watch the replay, leave a comment and tell us what you're reading. And
Yes.
then that way we can kind of check it out also if it's not something that we're reading. And if anybody that watches the live, if y'all are reading some of the exact same stuff that we are, or y'all say, hey, this book is coming out, let's check it all out together, let us know. I've got no issues grabbing an extra book here and there.
Like a book
And,
club.
yeah, and reading something different. And I mean, we can either trash it or praise it or, hash it out and everything else. Because at the end of the day, the weird people at the comic book store do enjoy talking about comic books.
That is a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
That is
And
a
if
true statement.
you Did not get to go to the swap. It was a lot of fun. It was honestly, I enjoyed just seeing all those covers in one place.
It was great.
Yeah, it was. Jeremy Long really and truly makes me mad. I don't like him anymore. Um,
He hit the mother load, didn't he?
oh my God, I would love to have one of those La Llorona covers, and he had like 8,000 of them. It was glorious.
Yep.
Yep. So, yeah, I would definitely make plans to do the 17th and do the blind bags there and even trading there. It was a ton of fun. It really was.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time, and I was glad to see other folks show up and do the same. So, would love to encourage that again. And if we can do it live because people are there and it's not midnight,
Yep.
um, that would be helpful because that midnight thing is rough when you get old.
And who knows? Hopefully, everything works out on his schedule and Mark can make it, and you might be able to con him into a signature on your book. You never can tell.
You never know. You never know. That'd be pretty great. I will say for our midnight release, one of the things Mark did, we could when we talked to him because he was doing live streams all night, was he texted me and said, "Hey, everybody that showed up for the midnight release, give them a free copy. I'll pay for it." So everybody got a free copy of the book, and that was really cool of him to do. Uh, so yeah, that was fantastic. Uh, all right,
But
folks, y'all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. You got time now to go get some nachos or something. Uh, Hope you enjoy, and we will catch you guys next time. See ya.